Alright.
Well, obviously we have to go to the girls' room in order to get these things off, right?
We gotta pee.
Yeah.
Again.
We already
Just
did that.
non-stop. No, non-stop.
Just sit on the toilet and wait for Big Brother.
Is this an actual bathroom? There
Hell
are no
no.
protective seals and no weird smells.
There ain't bathrooms I'd seen up to this point where unusable charms the door, mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. This looked to be completely normal bathroom. Certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway.
Can I go inside?
Oh boy!
We are inside, apparently.
Oh.
I guess the boys' room instead?
Wait.
Oh.
Well, there's a loose piece of wood on the ground here.
Take it.
Fuck
This might be
it.
useful for something.
Whop it.
Why does she make a noise every time she talks?
Acquired
It's like
piece of wood.
Snake. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I
Just-
can get in the stalls.
Oh no.
I can pull one of the piece of woods.
There's
Is
another
anybody in
body.
here?
And listen carefully for any hint of a response, even going as far as to hold my breath.
I guess if somebody did respond, it would be pretty scary.
There wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt, after all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproof.
This is perfect. There's nobody else around.
I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack on the ground, about 5 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter thick. I measured.
This might be a good spot to hide them.
Oh, gross.
Well, I didn't read it.
Let me just... What was my sensor again? It's 8. Okay.
Use the piece of wood to make the hole bigger.
That the Big Brother was likely to hear.
Blah, 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 we're getting past this part.
Why are we getting
I'm
past this
sorry.
part?
Why are we
Man,
talking
America,
about
satisfied?
little girls?
There's been nothing but earthquakes since we got here. I wonder if this place will be okay. It seems even older than the school building.
Alright.
Oh boy. I picked my head up from the bathroom and looked around.
Nobody's out there, right? Big Brother!
Wrong.
Big Brother!
My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me considering the wet dirt walls. I didn't think sound would travel that far.
I'm scared. If any of Big Brother's friends are nearby, please. I really want to wash my hands.
I've been walking through the hall once again, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion.
Where are we going? Hey
Yeah,
guys,
but now we've got
Guys.
pea hands.
let's go.
To the
Ooh,
death room.
let's go to the body pool.
Body pool, body pool.
This game's winner
Fight
is...
yourself.
This game's winner is...
Is it Kirby?
Granddad!
Damn.
That's
Granddad!
Dad. Yeah.
Body pool.
Jesus Christ.
The door of this particular room was shuddering ever so slightly, as if there were breezes blowing against it gently from inside.
No, but it's just dead bodies decomposing.
I think I can open this.
Just a man breathing on the other side. Just panting on the door. Slowly and hesitantly, I put both hands on the doorknob and started to turn it.
I guess I can go in. Alright, let's see what's in here. I hope it connects to an exit somewhere.
Nope.
It smells awful.
As soon as the door opened, even a crack of powerful horrible stench slammed into my face and twisted around my nasal cavities like a jet of water.
This is the smell of something rotting.
How do you know that?
She's been in this
I-
school for hours now. How could she not?
Fair enough.
I was instantly feeling nauseous and lightheaded, and
I can't
I'm
do
not
this.
doing that
I need to
narrative
get out of here.
voice. Oh boy, it's
It sounded
exhausting.
like water. Is there water in here?
Holding my nose, I stepped back into my room,
Blood.
crept over towards the source of the noise. If there was water here,
Oh,
maybe
no.
I could
No,
wash
sweetie.
my hands off. I
No,
thought.
sweetie.
Where is it?
Uh-oh.
My extreme thirst came back full
Oh.
force as well. Clean water was the greatest thing I
No.
could have possibly found at this point. I accidentally kicked over a bucket, spilling its contents onto the ground in front of me.
Yeah.
Countless
It
flies
was
immediately
the
flew off from the
piss
overturned
pit
bucket.
Was it the piss bucket?
No, no. Their buzzing wings sounded right up against my ears as if they were attacking me. I let go of my nose and began flailing my arms wildly, attempting in vain to drive them away.
I can't
Gross.
even see my hands in front of my face.
And I haphazardly stumbled
no.
forward and found my foot splashing in shallow liquid.
That's more pee.
Oh no. A moments later, my hands came in contact with a wall and brushed up against a switch. I heard a faint clicking sound and then... lights!
Oh boy!
Body pull, body pull. The lights blinked on and I got a clear look at the room I was standing in.
What is this place? Aren't those bodies?
It's a corpse party. A large pushed to the floor and began... Roll credits! Had been dug out into something resembling a pool, which is filled with stagnant, discolored water and dismembered bodies.
Oh,
The bodies were decomposing a lot faster than they naturally would on account of the wetness.
Ew.
Most of them had swarms
Ew.
of maggots in their faces.
Ew!
Some bodies had actually washed up on the ground outside the pool as well.
Haha.
Those few that still had limbs looked like they may lose them at any moment. The torsos were all swollen and black and everything else was bone white.
why are there so many bodies in one place?
It's called a makeshift morgue, alright?
The closest body was sporting a sappy mucus.
Oh,
Its
Ew.
nose and mouth staring at me with an ugly, mean expression.
fucking awful.
Ah!
It was mean mugging me.
Gross.
The thick fluid coming out of it was reddish brown in color and seemed to be a disgusting mixture of blood and dead bugs.
What's that sound?
Some sort of huge door high along the top of the wall opened up, and I could clearly feel a breeze blowing through the room. It was a trash chute.
If I climb up there, maybe I could get back into the school building. What is that? I can hear something. It's getting closer.
I was afraid of it coming through that hole, so I put some distance between it and myself. Something heavy fell from above and splashed into the
Ew!
rotten, stagnant water.
A body! A fucking body!
Who is it?
Oh.
The body that had just fallen into the pool of water was wearing a school uniform. As soon as it touched the liquid, it began bubbling and melting into it as if it were a bag of ingredients tossed into the
Oh.
pot.
Gross.
Poor
Ew!
victim's lungs floated to the surface, giving the whole scene even more of a sick soup-like appearance.
I need to get out of here now! I can't stay in here any longer!
I dragged my wet foot on a dry part of the ground for a second or two, then made a dash for the door.
And then I realized my ankle had disintegrated.
As soon as I was back in the hall, I fell to my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The spell of death and decay was still sticking to me. And still trying to snake its wrath. Fuck you, I hadn't eaten anything for hours. So I'm not even sure that I would have actually thrown up. But I still felt like I had to, more strongly than ever before. I'm the narrator, I'm getting paid for this. Let me do
No,
my
you're
damn
not.
job. Oh, I know, she doesn't pay us. Maybe it would have been
That's
best
not
just to
fair.
let it go out. I'm sure it would have been better after. But as you know, what is he? My vomit right now? Not after all the other disgusting things I'd seen. I'd had enough.
Why has all of this happened?
Times like this, especially, I really longed for my big brother. If only he were here with me. I cried out for him as if in prayer.
Big brother, please come save me. Come save me?
I
Satsuko.
can't move?
Is somebody there? Is somebody there?
Yep.
It hurts.
There was a little girl here with an arm outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
She was faintly glowing.
Is she a ghost? My stomach hurts. And my chest feels like it's on fire. She seems to be in a lot of pain, but all I can do for her is... Here? I don't see any injuries. Is it painful? It hurts.
All I could do for her was offer physical comfort. If I rubbed her back, maybe she'd feel better.
You know what she looks like, Yuka. You saw her.
She didn't see her. She ran out that room pissed.
Thanks. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
her name is Girl, not
This is all
Sachiko.
I know how to do. It feels a little better now. Does it? I'm so glad to hear that.
The girl grimaced again, as if she were experiencing some new pain all of a sudden.
You shouldn't push yourself too hard, okay? Okay. So, did you get lost in here too? I don't know. I just woke up in here. Woke up? And I've been so alone. Oh, so you've been all alone all this time? You've been a real trooper then.
Thank you
I
for
certainly brushed
serving our
my-
country. No trooper.
Oh, I
So
just met her, but I
tropical.
already really felt for her. She had it a lot worse than I did.
So tell me, what's your name? Sachiko. Sachiko? Your name is Sachiko? Uh-huh. I'm Yuka. Yuka Mochida. Yuka? Big sister Yuka. Big sister? You want me to be your big sister? Oh, it's just a little weird to hear somebody call me big sister, that's all. But I like it.
I took Sachiko's tiny little
The
hand on my
closed
own
doors
and pulled her to her feet.
There we go. You can stand, right?
Sachiko's hands were so thin and light compared to my own. Not just light, it mostly felt like it was completely
I
weightless.
guess she really is a ghost.
Sachiko noticed me staring at her, and I must have had quite a look in my face that seemed to bother her. So I did my best to force her to smile. I'm sure she was worried I'd leave her all by herself again, and I wanted to make sure she would know I was here for her.
What's wrong, big sis? Huh? Oh, nothing. I was
I
just
like
thinking
how the
about
voices
something else.
aren't accurate to the names being given to each other.
I'm sorry.
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 Or Sachiko, I lowered her head and looked like she was.
Why are
I
you
don't fucking know.
apologizing? Because
Because
I think I'm a ghost. I'm different from you, big sis. So I'm sorry if I scare you. Was just my fear really upsetting this little girl so much? That's terrible.
I took Sachiko's hand in both of mine, turning to face her and ducking down a little so her eyes were level.
It's
Her
okay.
eyes.
I'm scared of ghosts, but I'm not scared of you. I promise. You're not scared? For real? No, I'm
how
not.
about now?
I'm not scared of you, Sachiko. Big sis, are you gonna leave me?
No?
I did have to think for a moment since I knew I couldn't take a ghost with me very far, but in the end, I also knew I couldn't just leave her.
Well, will you come with me to look for my big brother? Your big brother? Yeah, he's really kind, really dependable person. I'm sure he'll be really nice to you too, Sachiko.
Her head was still down, but her eyes were peeking up at me. She looked nervous, but for the first time since we started talking, she also looked hopeful.
You don't mind if Sachiko comes with you? Sure, you're not alone anymore. Yuka, your big sister is right here and for you! No! Yuka!
Oh no.
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 Oh no.
Oh,
This never
no.
happened before. Yuka and them, she got saved by Satoshi.
Wait a
What's
minute.
the-
Is this where she becomes the villain that she
Oh,
was
is she
kidnapped
gonna be
by?
the next origami killer?
Origami. Dude,
Honestly, I
I'm
was only
surprised you
two.
remember all
Fuck
these
you.
references.
Eh.
'Cause I don't.
Come on, Sachiko, let's go.
I turned to head back down the hall, but was stopped by Sachiko tugging on my uniform. She was wearing a forced smile on her face, but still looked uneasy.
Big sis, will you do what I say? What you say?
What was she going to tell me to do? I was so surprised by the question, I wasn't sure how best to respond, but the longer I thought about it, the more uneasy she looked, so...
Your big sister will listen to any request you make. Really? Uh-huh. You can ask me anything you want anytime.
Oh
Okay.
no.
There was clearly something specific she had in mind, but I wasn't going to push her about it. She'd ask me when she was ready. She seemed satisfied with my answer and let go of my uniform, and so, hand in hand, we continued down the hall in search of my big brother.
Kill him.
Oh god.
Kill the brother.
Kill the brother.
Where do we go? Should we head back
What
to the
was that?
bathrooms?
Death?
Death
What
room?
did that say?
Death room?
Death room.
Death room.
Death room. Death room. Death room.
Alright, we'll hit all the blue boxes first, and then if we have to, we'll just go up and down the halls.
Death room.
I
that's
guess Big
the-
Brother really isn't in here. I guess not. Sachiko, have you seen anyone else here besides me? Uh-huh.
That's all she said, and then silently, she squatted on the ground and wrapped her arms around her knees.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? Big sis? I'm cold. You're cold?
She had a family, almost exaggeratedly.
I guess that makes sense. If a ghost can feel pain, there's no reason she couldn't feel any changes in temperature. Poor...
As if to show me just how cold she was, she then started visibly shivering.
Hey, Sachiko, is there anything I can do to make you feel better? Anything? Uh-huh. You've been through so much already. I don't want to have to go through anything else. So if I can help, just tell me. In that case, can I have those?
She
What?
was pointing at my feet.
Give me the
What
feet.
shoes?
My socks?
Give me your shoes. This was the first time I noticed that Sachiko was walking around barefoot.
Oh,
I was so busy worrying about myself and about finding my brother that I completely failed to pay any attention to poor Sachiko's appearance.
I'm sorry. I didn't notice earlier. It's alright.
Sachiko shook her head.
If I'm supposed to be your big sister, I really need to be more observant. I need to pay more attention.
If I were a big brother, I'd have noticed right away and given her my shoes. But it wasn't too late. I took off my shoes and socks and offered them to Sachiko. They were a little wet, but still better than walking in those cold, dirty floors in bare feet. I didn't really like the idea of doing that myself, but just one look at this poor lost soul's shaking form convinced me I was doing the right thing.
Thank you, big sis.
Sachiko just took the socks, leaving the shoes in my hand.
Are you okay with only socks, Sachiko? You don't want to wear my shoes over them? I'm okay. If I took both, then you'd be barefoot.
She flashed a gentle smile at me, which stayed on her face the whole time she slowly put on both of my socks.
I don't
God
want my
damn
big
it,
sister.
she's
You're
calling
gonna
me.
get hurt after all. Well, that's very thoughtful of you, Sachiko.
I patted her head, just like Big Brother always did to me.
I love you, big sis.
Her smile had grown. It now stretched from cheek to cheek, and
Oh,
I
boy.
began to feel like I'd do anything at all to keep her happy. I wonder if this was how Big Brother felt when I smiled at him like that.
Let's do our best in here, Sachiko.
Despite the severity of the situation, I was in high spirits. I almost forgot just how horrible this place really was.
Really?
Train! Train, train,
Let's do our best to find Big Brother.
train.
Sachiko, did you say something?
I thought that was just... It was a giggle, but it sounded different somehow. Like her voice had changed to someone else's.
Why?
Or someone else was there.
You're so cute. I just want to mess you right up. Huh? What? I didn't say anything. Oh, yes, it was just my imagination then.
Was it they usually say in movies?
God.
Must have been the wind. Not too likely in a stagnant underground bunker like this, but still.
I think I'm just getting paranoid. I need to pull myself together. I'm her big sister.
Oh, fuck me! Why?
What? I put on the bravest face I could, managed, and marched back into the hall, pausing only to make sure Sachiko was still behind me.
Alright. Storehouse? Or to the... Let's go to the bathrooms, just because if we went to the storehouse, we'd have to come back up.
Storehouse, storehouse, storehouse!
I don't want to go to the bathrooms!
We can go there next. We can go to the storehouse first, then the
Yeah,
boys,
but
then the
if... Yeah,
girls.
but that means we have to double back. We might as well just go here now and then come to the
We're gonna have
storehouse.
to double back anyway.
No, we won't. It'll be fine.
We'll have to go to the storehouse, then we just go back up and then over to there.
That's fine.
We're already doing
There's no
it.
difference.
It's already
There's really
happening.
No difference. Fuck you.
It's already happening.
Fight me.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't feel like
Pussy.
it.
Big sis? What is it? Is something wrong? It's my feet. My feet hurt. Your feet?
The soles of Sachiko's feet seemed to be bothering her quite a bit. As I stood there, I noticed she was fidgeting in place, trying not to stand on them.
I guess they would hurt, huh? You've been walking around in just socks after all.
She said nothing else. She just stared at my feet. She seemed to want my shoes now, but didn't want to say anything since I offered them earlier and she turned them down. So I just smiled and decided I'd offer them again.
Do you want to wear my shoes? Is that okay? Of course! We wouldn't want you getting hurt anymore now, would we? What about you, big sis? I'm your big sister, so I'll be just fine.
I wouldn't accept any objections. I just took off my shoes and handed them to Sachiko without another word. Cheerfully, she slipped them on over my socks. They were a little big on her, but I knew she'd feel better just having them.
Thank you. I'm really happy now. Let's get going then, okay?
Sachiko wasn't used to such a big, floppy shoes. She took one step and stumbled forward.
Are you alright? Here, you can take my hand. Okay, big sister Yuka, I love you. Sachiko, I've already looked in here and there was nothing to find, so let's head back, okay? Oh, really?
What?
To the boys' room!
Nope. They moved us.
Oh boy.
Is it really okay to keep going like this? Let's go this way.
Pointing down the hall towards a spot where the earthquake had dropped me.
This way? Is there something over here? I don't know. But come on. What is that sound? I want to go in there. In there? But that room is locked. It just made it sound like it was locked. Is there something in there? Please? I want to go in. Well, alright. Let's see what's inside then.
Sachiko nodded firmly, then practically dragged me by the hand over to the door near my entry point in this underground maze.
Oh, fuck. We're in the storehouse.
Storehouse. Yeah, that's right. Storehouse.
Wow, this room is pretty big. Over there.
Energetic as could be, Sachiko pulled me farther into the darkened room.
Sachiko, wait! Ow!
Suddenly felt a sharp pain on the sole of my foot and looked down to see what I'd stepped in. Glass.
A nail?
A nail. The floor here was actually kind of a mess. It was bumpy and even there was all kinds of tiny sharp looking objects scattered everywhere. Not just old rusty nails, but bits of glass, loose wooden boards with jagged edges and splinters all over them, and plenty else I couldn't even identify.
I'm bleeding. So cute. Sachiko? What's wrong, big sis? Huh? You're over there? So what was that voice I just heard?
I'm spooked. Are you spooked?
No.
I'm spooked.
Get
This is
out.
not gonna end well.